Hello, I'm Neon Geode, and today I wanted to show off how I made a sanctuary for all of the Nitwit villagers in my forever world. This is something almost anyone can build pretty easily. Doesn't take all that much creativity, just a bit of planning and some resource collection. So if we take a look at my map here, my base is down here. Up here, we have the only village that's actually close to the spawn point, and then we have this little island here, which is a villager breeder. I transport the villagers on a rail line up to this little hut right here, where I then turn them into zombies and cure them in order to get trading discounts. Every once in a while, though, I get stuck with a nitwit villager who just refuses to do any work at all. So instead of committing unspeakable atrocities, I just ship them right back to the village. But rather than overrunning my village with nitwits, I thought it would be nice to provide them a sanctuary, a place that reminds them of a simpler time before villagers were expected to have professions. So that's why I built this old style village in my forever world. I decided to build the village here in this kind of plains and forest area between the village and the savannah. Um, Zeri will also be doing some additional old style and nostalgic builds in the future. So let's go over and take a look now. Um, Turned off vibrant visuals. I've turned my render distance way down to try to give as authentic of an experience as possible. So I started this build by just picking an area to build in and then building this very simple wall around the outside with cobblestone and smooth stone slabs. The slabs keep monsters from spawning on the top of it, and this little overhang here is to try to keep spiders out. The plains or forest is really good so that you don't get any of the new cows or chickens or pigs that would look out of place in your nostalgic build. Um, so this is the village. Here's one of our nitwits now, very eager to escape. I think I may need to go back to the village and break some beds or something to try to get them to stop scurrying around all over the place. I've tried to build at least one of every village. This is one of the simple huts, one of the crop fields, the lampposts, the library from the old villages. We have the old style blacksmith here, some old style loot in the chest. Really shows how much the loot has gotten really inflated over time. We have a little, is this the butcher? Have the well that goes at the center here, along with some more houses, and then up here on the hill, another little hut, the one with the dirt floor in it. Original church, including the ladder going up to the top here. And then Mr. Rich Nitwit over here in his large house. I can remember setting up a base early on, one of the first times I really got into playing Minecraft. Yeah, so that's the village. So in doing something like this, the first thing I'd recommend to do is just go load up an old version of Minecraft for inspiration. It could be an old version of Java Edition that you can launch the Minecraft launcher. It could be um, the console edition. It could be Pocket Edition. Whatever version is nostalgic for you and kind of brings back those feelings. For my build, I chose the version immediately before they introduced trading. I thought that's where my nitwits would really feel most at home. Yeah, and like I said, the next thing I did was just build this wall, kind of followed the contours of the land. didn't try to worry about it too much. Don't overthink it. Um, then I realized that in the version of Java I'd loaded up, there's a lot more short grass everywhere than in this plains area in Bedrock Edition. So I went through with bone meal and just started, spamming down grass everywhere to try to give that look. And then if I got any of these flowers, except for I kept the dandelions and the poppies, which look like the old roses, but any of these other flowers I would just get rid of. Any of these weird looking fern things would be out of place, so I'd get rid of those, and also any too tall grass, I made sure to get rid of that as well. And then in the version that I had loaded up, they had these gravel streets. So that's what I did. You could use dirt paths if you prefer that look instead. And then you can just choose a location for the well. That's going to be the center of the village. And then you just have the paths going out in however many directions you want. You just dig out the first layer of grass, replace it with gravel, and just follow it up the hill. Just dig out the first layer of grass, replace it with gravel. Really easy, and just lay out some streets that way. The next thing I did then is to just go through and lay out the foundations of each building and try to figure out which buildings I was going to put where. Don't be afraid to put them too close because they were very crowded together in those old versions. Yeah, on the nice flat areas here, you just build the foundation one level up from street level, and then you put the stairs there. But on any spots where the hill is kind of sloping away from the road. Like here, the hill is kind of sloping down from the road. There, I just dug the foundation into the grass and then I skipped the step. That's kind of how they generated those villages in the old versions. And then all of the schematics are available on the Minecraft wiki. I'll include a link in the description. So it ends up just being a lot like building a Lego set after you've collected just, a ton of cobblestone and a ton of oak. You need way more oak than you think you need, especially with all these ones like the farms that use the whole blocks instead of planks. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. And that's really all there is to it. And then I just made sure to light everything up. I put in some of these street lamps that they had, and then put like jack o' lanterns on the hill, and then just spam torches everywhere. Don't be afraid to just spam torches down like you might have done the very first times you were playing Minecraft or before they had better options or tricks for hiding the lighting. Just go crazy spamming down torches. That's really about it. I've been meaning to do a build like this for a while, but I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to build. Sometimes you just have to get started and start placing blocks down. And obviously, like a village is not the only thing you could build. Load up an old version of Minecraft and play it for a bit for inspiration. If you have console edition, check out the tutorial worlds. Watch some old Let's Play videos on YouTube. Whatever gets you in that right mood. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.